is time for us to make our way up. Or through, I actually don't know if it's up. We're going through Victory Road. I don't know if it's up or down, left or right, but we'll talk to Professor Log first. Whiz! Arthur just relayed the good news to me. Thank goodness you're still in one piece. And of course, thank you, Jax, Ace, you all gave everything you had to save Borrius. Of course, I've been told not all of this has been resolved with Aklov, but that's something you can worry about later, I suppose. For now, you just worry about that empty seat meant for the champion. So here, I think these may be useful to you. I don't think they will be, but okay. I've heard there are some shard maniacs around Borrius who are also quite the move masters. They collect shards, so if they think you can teach your Pokemon any useful tricks for the Pokemon League, don't hesitate to search them out. Well, I really should get back to my research, and in the meantime, I'll see if Arthur's had any more luck finding that escapee. And best of luck, Wiz. I hope you excel. What a crap. Okay, I was expecting, like, Master Ball or something. Or just like a ton of Ultra Balls, I guess, was also what I was expecting. Okay, it just says Victory. We'll probably end up putting on some Max Repels. But I want to get a vibe for what's in Victory Road, as far as Pokemon are. Because there very well could be some pickups here. And just keep putting me to sleep. Just keep putting me to sleep. But yeah, there very well could be some potential ads that, I don't know. Because we honestly have a pretty decent, coverage here. We managed to hit all the big typage, that we'll probably see. So I think for the most part, we should be okay. But I don't know, there could be something exciting worth putting on here. Lumineon, that is not the one. Dragon Scale? I mean, I could also just look at what the Victory Road encounters are, and judge for myself. You know what, let's do that. Let's actually pull up the Victory Road encounters. Pokemon Unbound Victory Road. Let's just see what's here. A lot of map. Okay, this looks like a very long Victory Road. Yikes. So a Max Repel would probably be nice. I was just wanting to see what Pokemon were here. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through them really quickly. We got Golbat, Boulder, Durant, Magikarp, Finneon, Psyduck, Lumineon, Golduck, Gyarados, Lumineon, Golbat, Marill, Azumarill. That's in a current floor. Later on, Woobat, Durant, Graveler, Magikarp, Finneon, Psyduck. Everything else I just mentioned before. On the second main chamber floor, it's a lot of things I mentioned before, as well as Druggion, Drampa, Turtonator, and Dracloak. That could be cool. And then the Hedge Maze, there's Heatmore, Roselia, Lurantis, Chansey, Jigglypuff, Lovedisc, Bruxish, Corvsquire, Basculin. And then in the next stage, there's Hakamo'o. And then there are some static legendaries post-game that you can find here just for fun. Virizion, Terrakion, Cobalion, and Curamon. All there just for reference. The third floor Snowy Ascent has Abomasnow, Glalie, Vanilla Beartic, Minior, Galarian Darmanitan. Then we also have in the Frozen Chamber Celio, Hariyama, Jinx, Avila, Glalie, Piloswine. And then in Kyurem's Cave, this is named, we have the previous people mentioned, and then Lapras is also there. Alright, so that seems to be, honestly, nothing too exciting. Nothing that I'm like, oh yes, we need to try and find this to add to the team. For the most part, they kind of just exist as Pokemon. Okay, how am I, what? Can I sneak through there? What? Where am I supposed to go here? Okay, how are we already lost in the first room? What? Oh, can I rock climb here? I can. I was about to say, how am I already stuck in the first room of this place? Like, that's crazy. We don't even make it through the first room. There's a rock climb over there, which takes us immediately to a fight. Alright, looks like that is potentially the way. Yeah, okay, so that is definitely the way. Let's see if we can cheese it. I doubt we can. Oh, we did manage to cheese it. I am pleasantly surprised. Normally the cheese doesn't work. Ah, cheese didn't work on that one. I was holding it the whole time. But the cheese was not there to be cheesed. The counter off the para. That's so sad that that we didn't manage to dang. They're just gonna keep hitting the counter. So we got an Iron Head and just, you know, hope for the best there. That was rough. Let's go Glalie here for the Frost Breath. Then go for an Ice Shard for priority. We'll stay in and we'll go for a Crunch. Not fast enough. We'll hit a Bullet Punch for the priority. That's rough. That's real rough. Luckily, we're going to hit a lot of trainers through... I mean, well, let me rephrase this. We're going to hit a lot of trainers through here. That's not the lucky thing. But we will get a handful of money through here to be able to add back to these revives. I'm guessing I need to push this. Can I push this down? No, okay. Okay, I don't know why else you would give me a boulder, but I didn't need to push it. I don't think I can push boulders downstairs, can I? I missed. Okay, I can. I'm just assuming we need this. Oh, wait, I screwed it up. I already screwed it up, so... Already put it into the wrong position. I needed to push it down one more time. So, we already have to reset the room. Yeah, unfortunate. I don't know how far we have to go to reset the boulder, if we have to go all the way back out, but I'm just assuming we have to go all the way back. Remember, we cheesed this guy. I was hoping it was going to turn as I came up. It's fine. Probably for the best. Just, like I said, to kill, get the little bit of money, and, you know, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to get a little bit of XP. Even though, like, realistically, we don't need it. Did not mean to hit extreme speed. I was going for flamethrower there. I just misclicked. Also, I guess, actually, since we went through the one place, yeah, the Chansey's just right here, so we actually don't have to use a ton of revives. We can get back to the Chansey pretty easily. I'm actually wondering if now there's like a little puzzle on each side here, because there is the other rock climb over on the other place, and we have to like do both of these, and then it lowers something so that way we can go where I was like, how are we already stuck? I am gonna have to fight this dude. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I guess we have to fight this dude before he gets in front of the rock. Dang. Okay, well, that's... I guess I'll just go ahead and fight him. That's problematic. That's real problematic, dude. That's crazy how much we have, we've oofed it. So we have no flyers. That, I think, is the big, like, typage we're currently missing, is I have no flying Pokemon, or flying moves. And I think that is definitely a big miss, that could help our team out a lot, especially with fighting types. Probably didn't mean to fight you, but fine to go ahead and get you done. Alright, cool. Let's reset. Alright, we gotta not be stupid about this. Honestly, we've already fought everyone in here. Here, I am just gonna make a save state. Truly just so I don't have to waste my time running back and forth if I somehow mess this up again. Just to save myself the mental time. I want to wait for him to be walking back that way and kick it down to give myself enough time to get in front of him. There we go. What do we do about this dude? Didn't we already fight him? I thought we just fought him. I think we have to, like, pull him the other way. I think that's what we have to do. I think we have to stand, like, here and pull him over. That's wild. Okay, that's why you fight him. This dude just constantly wants to fight. Because it's the only way. That's kind of fun. That's kind of neat. Alright, cool. I'm glad we did that save state, because that would have wasted so much time for no reason. Alright, so that has unlocked something. Did it unlock something up here? I actually can't remember if there was anything up here. No, this was just an easy jump back here, I guess. Okay. I just want to see a visual here if anything changed here. Okay, it removed that there. But again, there's also... Oh, there's no current rock climb up right here. Okay, so there's a rock climb down, but not a rock climb up. So then this is probably the next place we need to go then. Sure. Let's start here. Grab a Zygarde cell. Might as well. Grab a rare candy that we don't need, but, you know, thanks. Thanks for looking out for us. Okay, well, we're gonna use up all of these max repels. It's not even funny. Okay. Now we're in, this is the hedge maze that we read about earlier. I don't know how much we'll fall into the traps of, like, walking into trainers like that, because, I mean, we can just see them there. But here's another thought of me. Another part of me thinks we might, like, have to fight them. Okay, this is how they could get me. If there's a trainer on the left or on the right. Oh, there we go. Almost ran into him. But there's a part of me that's like, what if we have to fight the... I should put that on. I was like, well, I'm not walking through grass right now. But I should have done it just to... No! Took too so hard for it. Part of me was like, do we think I'm going to have to fight them anyways? To, like, unlock something? I don't know. Alright, we'll bullet punch you. Oh, well, they switched out. Still worked out for me. Probably should have went for Iron Head. We'll go for bullet punch there since they're almost dead anyways. That was easy. We had the tie match up there in our favor though. Grab an item. Looks like we need to be in that pathway. Yeah, right here. Cool. Hey, we did it. We beat the maze. We beat your maze puzzle. Okay. Another double battle right here. Let's heal the friends. And then let's put the Max Repel back on. Alright, so that's a double battle there. That's a dead end. Should have just checked that first. That would have saved us some time. But let's do the double battle. I like a good double battle. I honestly would really like a Pokemon game that's whole thing was just double battles. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun if the whole game was just double battles. Like, that was just the whole thing. Alright, we're gonna switch you into Arcanine. And we're just gonna Psychic you again. We're gonna Flamethrower you. And we're gonna Bullet Punch you. Just get rid of you both in one turn. You'll love to see it. We'll be weak. I guess Flamethrower is actually neutral there, so it could actually be a play. Let's actually just double up on the Arachnid. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Thunderfang is super effective on both. Let's do that. Psychic, give it a shot. Good to go. How could I defeat you? Because I'm just built different. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, like I was saying at the end of the last episode, we are getting near the end of this playthrough here. At least we're almost at the Elite Four. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a very specific, like, post-game story. Like, I know there's obviously going to be a post-game story, and to be completely honest with you, I don't intend to do a lot of post-game in this game. It's just not something that interests me, and a lot of fan-made games, post games almost just never interest me. But we'll do all the story beats, and then after that we'll move on to another game. I just don't know what that game's gonna be yet. I know we've gotten some in the comments already. And yeah, it's kind of up in the air for me right now where I want to go next. Part of me kind of wants to do something. I needed to heal. I was like, I want to be on the lookout for any trainers before we run into them so I can heal. But I was like, what if we run into a healer? But part of me wants to do something Gen 5 related. Simply because we just got the Black Bolt and White Flare TCG set, so I'm kind of very nostalgic on Gen 5 right now. If you haven't seen that, I have a YouTube short that went up the other day of me opening up an ETB, and I have some other content coming up a little bit soon, or sometime soon, with more of Black Bolt and White Flare. So yeah, so I got that going on, which makes me kind of, like I said, want to do something with Generation 5. And then also, with Legend ZA coming up, I kind of want to do something with Gen 6 before we get into ZA. But I don't know, I don't want to just, like, play through them. So there is a world where if I could find, like a Gen 5 hack, I was kind of thinking that route. So if you all know any that are kind of like based in the Unova region, but like this right here, this is based in a new region, but this is, you know, this is you wouldn't really equate Unbound to a generation. So I guess, I mean, we could also do, which is more in line for like the live stream, a Nuzlocke of one of them. But I don't know. Also, something else, kind of, it's Pokemon adjacent, and I don't know if anyone, no one's asking for this, and I don't know if anyone would even be excited about it, but if you would be excited about it, please let me know in the comments. There is a part of me that kind of wants to do a replay of Fossil Fighters. If you all don't know, Fossil Fighters is a kind of like a Pokemon adjacent game in which you are using like Venusaurs, which are dinosaurs. The reason why is, so on my other YouTube channel, my Wiz Studios YouTube channel, which was the first YouTube channel I had, that's where the majority of my content was posted. Not the majority, that's where all of my content was posted. All of my Town of Salem stuff is still there, but I was also uploading other games that I was playing, like Pokemon, and I had someone come through. I had never actually played Fossil Fighters as a kid, and one of my moderators was like, hey, you know, I think you might like this game. You should give it a shot. And I was like, I don't know. But I ended up jumping in, giving it a shot, and it actually was pretty fun. I did, wow, you absolutely, like, they just murdered me. I did, like, really enjoy my time playing through the game, but here's the thing. My last upload in the first Fossil Fighters game was 4 years ago. Back in 2021 was when I was playing this game. And I still to this day, like, I'm recording this on Thursday. This episode comes out on Saturday. Last night, whatever last night was, Wednesday night, I'm still getting comments on these 4-year-old videos because people like them. Is there a world where what is your inner focus? You're not levitating. I was like, is there a world where we go for it? I guess we just go for Rock Slide, actually. And then we use you. We need to bring some friends back. Let's bring Hariyama in. Or Swampert just dies before they can do literally anything. Swampert just absolutely eats it. Just absolutely. This Typhlosion is a problem. I think this might be some resetty spaghetti. I think we might be resetting here. Something tells me we aren't gonna make it out of this fight. I don't know what it is, but something tells me we aren't making it out of this fight. Let's go for a psychic on the Typhlosion, and it's because I'm yapping and I'm not focused. Fake out the Typhlosion and then just kill the Typhlosion. The Typhlosion is doing the majority of the work here, stopping us from. I don't really get much of anywhere. Where's this a Mega Charizard? Hold up a second, chat. I do think we're resetting. Yeah, I'll be right back to this fight. Can I cheese this and make it a one side? No, I can't. I know I was just saying I like. I should have switched to I was starting here. That was on me. I was switching Swampert immediately. I think what we need to do is we really need to. I know this is going to kill Luxray, but I think Luxray is already dead. Which type? The Typhlosion having Solar Beam is just kind of crazy. There's really not much Swampert can do. All right, I think this time we have a better start here. I don't know. I don't know if Rock Slide or Surf is better because Surf hits them both. EQ could also be an interesting. I don't know. I don't know what overall it is best for us to do here. Cause let me consult the type chart. I don't think fire is weak to rock, is it? Am I making that up? The type chart. Defending fire. Fire is super effective. Okay, I couldn't remember. It's the opposite of something. Right, so we hit the rock slide and then we fake out. But now does this even matter? Because does the Megnium also hit the Solar Beam? Okay, the Solar Beam, but they target Hariyama. Okay, to reduce the rock power. So yeah, that's cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. 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 Yeah, that's pretty rad. That's pretty radaroni. Yeah, I love that. I was just telling everyone how much I love that. It's actually a tough fight. I assume this is probably the last fight in this area. I just assume, you know, that this is the last fight here. Let's fake. I don't know even who to fake out here. I guess you. And then let's flamethrower you. I mean, the play could just be targeting down one specific side, and just get it to the point where it is a single fight. Of course, you have that too. But I don't know how we get to that point. I mean, you're probably just dead. Actually, do we just go E-Speed here? I think we do. Is E-Speed enough? It should be, right? It should be. Okay. But, I mean, the Typhlosion is the main problem. The Typhlosion is a big problem for us. Let's hit the Icy Wind. And let's have you revive Hariyama. Oh, because it's a double battle, they can both Mega. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. They can both Mega? That's insane that they can both Mega. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. My first thought, I don't know how we beat this. Okay, the Typhlosion dying there is actually big help. 2 Megas on the field. 2 Megas on the field is wild. 2 Megas on the field is wild. We're gonna fake out the Venusaur and then Rock Slide. We only have 1 Pokemon left alive here. A lot of damage on Charizard, which was the hope. Yeah, here's the thing. I just don't think we're at a point where anything matters here. I guess we bring back Hariyama. That's cool. And then we don't do anything. Also, I don't like that reviving you immediately brought you out. Because normally, you know, you get a turn. See, this is the, we just go through all of our revives, and just everyone just dies immediately. I guess Bullet Punch just for fun, just to see what else they have. Actually, I guess we won't see what else they have because we just die. I mean, this just fully comes down to not having the best built team for this specific match. Like, just what this is. We just truly we do not have a team that can really do a lot here. I don't even know if it's worth, like, what's even, is it worth even healing? Like, Hariyama? I don't know. I don't know that it is. I guess maybe. I guess you could argue that it is worth. Because then, like, they keep targeting it. Maybe that's the play? We are also a little underleveled. I mean, I guess if we keep doing that, does the Typhlosion just keep... The Typhlosion just keeps targeting Hariyama. So that is a little bit of a play? That is a little bit of a play. Let's max Potion Arcanine to keep Arcanine alive to hit the... it didn't kill the Venusaur. Okay, but they decided not to target them. I don't know who the best here is. I guess Luxray, because I think Luxray kind of resists that. And then we revive Hariyama. Then do we E-Speed the Venusaur here? I think we do. I think E-Speed is the play here. Does it kill? Okay, it does kill. I was like, I genuinely think our way through this is just target down one side. I think that is, yeah, I think that is our only real play here, is to just target down one side. Because we do not have a fantastic matchup overall. So this definitely makes this a little bit easier to deal with. Not great to deal with by any stretch of the imagination. But this is definitely a lot better to deal with. Figured the EQ was coming. Hariyama comes in. I guess we go Thunder Fang so that way we can get Stab. Then we just Fake Out. Fake Out, and then Typhlosion should be dead. Okay, or not. Or not. Is there a world where we want to keep Hariyama alive? Because they're coming in next with Charizard. So we actually do want to keep Hariyama alive, so that we can bring in Hariyama and fake out the Charizard. And let Swampert jump. So let's throw you in. Because you die off the Thunder Fang. I'm actually going to heal Luxray here. I think healing Luxray is the play here, because I think they target... I think they target Metagross here. I think they target Metagross here because it's super effective. I don't know. I think Charizard wins the speed tie here. Or not the speed tie. The speed fight. I think Charizard is fast. Oh, no, Metagross is faster. Okay, so there is a chance we could flinch. No. Okay. Heat Wave actually hits both. Okay, disappointing. Good to know. Hits both. My play there was to have them alive to do that, but it's fine. We'll with the Fake Out here. This should be enough as long as Rock Slide doesn't miss. Yeah, I was like, that's enough. And their final Pokemon is Torkoal. I think from Hariyama, I think I want to see a heal. Like a revive. Just so that way we know we're okay. Bring in Luxray. And then I think here we just go for an Earth or a Rock Slide. They eat their rock or their berry, which is fine. But we did get the flinch. That's pretty rad. Yeah, that's pretty rad. So I guess maybe Force Palm, I'm going to try and get the para. Man, I do want to try and go for, like, Surfer Earthquake. Let's go for a... Because if we can just farm flinches here, it doesn't matter. And if we can get the para, then it just doesn't matter. We do get the para. Okay, cool. We got the para and the flinch, so we should be fine here. Yeah, I was like, that's just game. There we go! You just gotta be smart. Be smarter. But the fact that they had 2 megas on field at the same time, that's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Let's save the game. I'm surprised it didn't prompt me to save before that fight, because that was a pretty scary fight. What you got, bud? Welcome, trainer. The final area of Victory Road is known as the Torture Chamber. All that remains between here and the Pokemon League is this one icy area. But hey, I get it. Not everyone wants to spend their time sliding around looking for the exit. So let's cut a deal. If you pay me 200,000, I'll send you to the other side. You won't even have to get your feet wet. What do you say? That's incredible. I actually do love that. So this is the Torture Chamber. So I guess here's what I am going to do. For time saving, I'm going to do a save state here at the front, so that way I can reset the puzzle if I need to. I'm just going to start from the middle, see where the middle takes me. Okay, so left takes me there. Right would have taken me further on. I also would love to get just a lay of the land, see where I'm trying to get to. Okay, so I assume I'm trying to get there. I assume. Is there anything else? This is just truly me just getting a lay of the land right now. Yeah, it looks like the only exit is that right there. Okay. Probably go down here. Like, you probably don't want to go up there. Because up seems... okay, that was definitely not it. Trying to even see what connects you. Okay, I guess we do get to go up here and see what here was. Go left. Oh, that is torturous. Because we need to get to that spot right there. What button is my pause button? Okay, here we go. I just want to visually look at this. Okay, so I need to get right here to the left of me, which means I'm coming from somewhere on the right. That is just the only way that kind of makes sense. I just don't know where I'm coming off of. Okay, from where that is, it's that rock right there, and I'm hitting that from below. So there's some way that I hit that rock from below, and that allows me to get in there all nice and icy. Okay, let's reset. Let's start from this side. Just because that puts us into a whole new starter. Let's go down here? No, okay. I think up here also is nothing. I think both of those are nothing sandwiches. Okay, well this is kind of interesting. It's a little bit... well, not really. I think there was potentially a pathway there I wanted to try. This is actually pretty torturous. Just because it's truly just one move is just all it's gonna be. There's just one pathway that we get on, and once we're on that path, I just don't know what it is. I'm gonna be real with you. It's been a minute. I did just pull up the solve. So then you start on the left, you go up, then you go left, then you go up, then you go right, then you go down. Then we're gonna get to the right, down, left, up, right. Then we're gonna go up. We're gonna go left, down, right, down, left, up. And this puts us the rock I was trying to figure out how to get to. That's honestly a very difficult ice puzzle. I can see why it's called the Torture Chamber. Chat, we made it out of Victory Road, and we have made it to the Pokemon League. Assign. Trainer tips. Even on the vanilla difficulty, the Elite Four gets stronger as you do. Don't be caught off guard and be prepared for intense fights. Oh no. Well, we made it. The Elite Four are among the strongest trainer in Borrius. Before fighting them, you should know what you're up against. Mole Man uses ground types. Elias uses ghost types, Arabella uses fairy types, and Penny uses dragon types. They don't have many shared weaknesses, so prepare properly by bringing Pokemon that know a good variety of moves. Wiz, you made it to the Pokemon League, so you want to hear old gambling gossip about the Elite Four, huh? Man, if you got the time to chat, that's even better spent prepping for the final push, right? Don't you worry about a thing. Old Adventure's behind you the whole way, so go get them. Some members of the Elite Four like to battle 2-on-2. If you don't have the TM for Protect, now is a good time to purchase it from the market in Fallshore City. Okay, cool. My only friend is my Pokemon. I don't need any more friends than him. The bond between a trainer and their best friend is unbreakable, don't you think? A trainer and their best friend can beat any challenge, even the Pokemon League. Do you think you can beat it with only one Pokemon? No, but I'll pick up the quest, I guess. Each member of the Elite Four likes to set up certain conditions on the field before battle. First, there's Mole Man. He likes to set up a vicious sandstorm. Kind of sandstorm that does more damage than a regular sandstorm. This kind of sandstorm also boosts ground-type Pokemon special defense and won't go away if you try to get rid of it. Cool, so they cheat. Next, there's Elias. When you fight him, all ghost-type Pokemon will take half damage and be... Take half damage? What? And be immune to entry hazards when they're full health. Safeguard and Substitute will also fail unless you're used by a ghost-type. Third comes Arabella. Her room is filled with misty terrain. And not only that, but any fairy types sent out will have their lowest defense stat boosted. Lastly comes Penny. There's a rainbow in her room that raises the chance of secondary move effects used by dragon types. Make sure you're prepared for these conditions before you fight them. Make sure I am prepared for the Elite Four to cheat. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that the Elite Four cheats. Alright, so we obviously have some preparation we need to do. Let's also just take a look at what the Elite Four is offering. They just gave us their typage, but why not also just go ahead and learn about their actual team makeups? Is that way we can have a little bit also when I googled Pokemon Unbound Elite Four, the first result was from the Unbound wiki. The second result is from Reddit post from a year ago. First time we're just overwhelmed by the Elite Four. Cool. Cool. Okay. They're telling us about in the champions room. There's a Zygarde cell. That's fun. Also, for completing that quest, we get the Ultra Necrozma Z. That's funny. Also, there's a static encounter outside the Pokemon League gate for Latios and Latios. After completing the mission, no survivors. Only one Pokemon can be defined. I assume that's post-game. Between rooms, preceding each Elite Four member's room is a blue and white hallway with two statues in the middle. Only once all Elite Four members have defeated does the player earn the right to proceed towards the room containing the Hall of Fame. With no door or quarter between the statues being visible until then, all Elite Four rooms have a Pokeball design in the center of each room and a floor scheme color matches. Aside from that, there are no decorations in the Elite Four members' rooms. Alright, so Mole Man has the gimmick that takes place under a vicious sandstorm. Under this weather condition, non-rock, ground, or steel type Pokemon will take damage at the end of each turn equal to half their maximum. Oh no, a third. No, that's a half of their max. That's so stupid. Rock and ground type Pokemon will also receive a 50% increase to their special defense when Sandstorm is active. Pokemon with the Sandville ability have the accuracy of any move used against them modified by a factor of 4 out of 5 when Sandstorm is in effect and are immune to Sandstorm's damage. That's crazy. Pokemon with the Sand Rush ability have their speed doubled. Sand Forest gets boost 30%. That's so dumb. The Sandstorm cannot be removed except by the abilities Primordial Sea, Desolate Land, or Delta Stream, which is from Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza, but can be negated by abilities such as Cloud9 or Airlock. The Sandstorm will return as soon as the Pokemon with Primordial, the 3 inch before switched out or fades. Okay, so Mole Man has 5 Pokemon, has a their ace is level 76. Excadrill, Flygon, Sandslash, Quagsire, and Gliscor. Cool. Then we got Elias, which is the ghost type. Which is ghost types with damage dealing moves are reduced by half when at maximum HP. That's crazy. Their ace is also 76. They have Mimikyu, Aegislash, Trevenant, Chandelure, Bayonet. And then we have Arabella, which has the gimmick that pixies fly around the battle. Build under this condition, a fairy type receives a +1 boost to their lowest defense stat upon entering the battle. Their aces are also 76. So all of them have 5 Pokemon. It looks like a level 74, 275s, and 276. So we'll probably just be 76 across the board. They have Ribombee, Sylveon, Togekiss, Azumarill, and Mawile. So Metagross will do really well in this room. And then we have Penny, who has a tail. Interesting. A rainbow surrounds the battlefield under this condition. All moves used by dragon types will double the chance of having an additional effect. For example, Rock Slide will have a 60% chance of causing the opponent to flinch instead of the usual 30%. This gimmick stacks with the ability Serene Grace. That's so stupid. Same level spread with a Gruja, Tranchum, Kamao, Hydreigon, and Sceptile. And then there is, of course, still a champion. Evidently, we will battle for the spot of champion. I won't spoil it for you all if you don't want to be spoiled about it. But their matchup spread, level-wise, because the team will also give them away, level 74, 275s, and 376s. So level 76 seems to be the level that is worth going for. So, I don't know. I'll play around with some stuff, look into some teams that might be worth doing. I really don't know. I feel like just off the rip, just the quick look through that, Metagross is, of course, coming in. Like, how could we not use Metagross? Metagross is going to be pretty well in the fairy room, in this, the third room. Looks really good. Mole Man is my current, like, what do I do here? Like, Extra Drill, like, they're all ground types. The Quagsire is the only one with Water Absorb. Otherwise, I feel like Swampert does a pretty bang-up job with that. Also being a ground type, it's just dealing with the Quagsire, which is potentially, I don't know, bring a grass type of some kind. Then we got the battle gimmick of the ghost types take half damage if they're at full health. And I don't know. I'm just... My initial thoughts are not great. But that is all for us to figure out next episode. I'm trying to see if there's anyone we just immediately drop. Honestly, maybe Luxray. I feel like Luxray could just get the drop. There are some flying types that could potentially see some helpful from having an electric move. And also, of course, having Thunder Wave. But at the end of the day, I think they might be our weakest link there, as well as potential Arcanine. I mean, there is a couple here that I'm like, ooh, Arcanine can help out a lot on that with their fire attack. I don't know, there are a few. Just going through this right now of all the Pokemon, one you'd be super effective on, be super effective there, be super effective there, super effective. Okay, honestly, I think Arcanine stays. There's 7 Pokemon right now. Okay, I think Arcanine stays, I think Hariyama stays. Glalie is the one where I'm like, are you adding much? I know we've had you for a long time, but I don't know. But again, dropping them, I don't know who I'm bringing in. I really don't. Like, Toucannon could be interesting. I don't think there's really anywhere that, like, flying is really going to benefit me. I don't know. I have a lot to think about, a lot to consider. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. And if you're enjoying this, please come back next time. I don't know that we beat the Elite Four next time. Next episode could be a few attempts at the Elite Four, and I end the episode dejected and sad. And then the next episode we come back and finish it. Or next episode could just be figuring out how to beat the first 2, and then we come back to the next episode to defeat the next 2. I have no idea how this is going to play out, but definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and come along for the ride. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.